I'm not sure I can pronounce nicely her name, but she was, leading person in a shipping company. So he went to her and he asked her ticket to go in America. And when this pastime was explained, also is mentioned in Prabhupada later that he as a sannyasi could go wherever he wants, just to knock on the door and doors would be open. So even if that, I don't know how it will be right now, but even this 30, 40 years ago when Srila Prabhupada took sannyas and he needed something, he still get it attention. And there is also one nice story in Srimad Bhagavatam about sannyasis and how sannyasis are respected in the society and how Krishna actually respecting sadhus and all people who are renounced. This is a story about 4 Kumaras. They were traveling all around the universe and they wanted to go to Vaikuntha to see the Lord. They heard from their father Brahma, that the Lord is supreme. Actually, they were Mayavadis, but they heard that they saw their father Brahma. He's worshipping the Lord, so they wanted to see the Lord, and they were coming closer and closer and going through the couple of different gates which are around the spiritual world. And when they came to the last gate, they were stopped by gatekeeper Jaya and Vijaya. And then they didn't like this, so they cursed Jaya and Vijaya, and this is all story going about this. And then Lord Krishna, he saw what is happening. He saw that there was this little disagreement amongst his servants and 4 Kumaras. So he came runningly. It is said he didn't even come with Garuda, with who he is normally traveling. He came on his personal 2 feet. He came to see what is going on. And then he was apologizing to the 4 Kumaras. He was saying whatever offense my servant did to you, this is same like if I did offense to you. So there is Krishna personally showing us how we should respect sannyasis and people, sages, people who are in a renounced order of the life. So this is the how Lord Chaitanya, he wanted to be in respect in order people to listen to him, to this category of people. Actually, there is few category of people which are mentioned here who didn't really want to accept his preaching and who didn't want to accept this law of bhakti. And he took sannyasa in Mayavadi order. His initiated sannyas guru was Mayavadi. Although Lord Chaitanya, he didn't by himself study Vedanta philosophy under this Mayavadi guru. He was just chanting the holy name and dancing around. And when someone would ask him, because he was Mayavadi sannyasi, then these other Mayavadis, they would free to come and ask him, why you are doing this? Otherwise, before they were considered him just as a people who is not really respectable, and they would not take seriously anything what he's doing. They would just consider him to be wrong. But now when he is a sannyasi doing this, then they would maybe be ready to hear from him what he is doing, why he is doing, and then how he got the opportunity to say something also for these kind of people. But it doesn't mean that he really wanted to be Mayavadi sannyasi. And there is also one very nice pastime which comes a little bit later in Chaitanya Charitamrita. When he went to take bath, then Lord Nityananda break his sannyas danta on tree. We know that Mayavadi sannyasi, they are carrying ekadanta, which means they have this stick which is made from one piece. But Vaishnava sannyasi, they are wearing this tridanda, which is mean they have 3 sticks which are tied together. So Lord Nityananda broke Lord Chaitanya's stick on a tree, just to show that he is actually Tridandi sannyasi, not Ekadandi sannyasi. And all this Varnashrama, what I was explaining now, this is regular Varnashrama. How it's actually organized that society should be. And this Varnashrama facilitates everybody from wherever position they are, that they can go closer to the Krishna. They are getting opportunity to advance. But there is also some problem there, because this advancement can be quite slow many times. And when Srila Prabhupada was talking about Varnashrama, introducing Varnashrama in our society, he wanted us to make Daivi Varnashrama. This Daivi Varnashrama is a little bit different in the way that devotees, people who are into this, that they are mainly all devotees of the Lord. Their main consciousness is concentrated on Lord and service of the Lord, and whatever they do, they connect this kind of activities with the service of the Lord. And then this division, who is Vaishnava, who is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra, this is just the way how they are making their living, which activities they do by their living. But it doesn't mean that some one of them, it's not qualified or it's not invited to worship the Lord. And also we can see that some people, some members of this type of Varnashrama, or members of our Krishna society, we who are trying to develop this Daivi Varnashrama, people can do different kind of things. And many of these things can fit in different categories of this Varnashrama. But it's one time Bhaktivedanta Purna Swami was here, and he was giving some examples about how we as devotees of the Lord, how we should really learn things to do. He was talking about singing and about cooking. And he said, when you start to learn singing or cooking, what you learn first is that you are doing this in order to please the Lord. You are doing for His satisfaction, you are not doing it for any other reason. And when you know this as the main knowledge, then you learn a little bit how to fry spices, and then you learn a little bit notes and all these other things. So the main goal and main purpose and main way how it's organized is Daivi Varnashrama, that everybody is oriented on the Lord and service on the Lord. And everybody are actually Brahmana there in one way, because only Brahmana is supposed to worship the Lord in a regular, ordinary Varnashrama. But here we are everybody worshipping the Lord. And Vaishnava is actually higher than Brahmana, because it's explained that also in this ordinary Varnashrama there are 3 stages of Brahmanas. First one is when the person just gets initiation, then a little bit higher than him, when this initiated Brahmana goes through the studying. So after many years of studying and becoming expert in particular field, then he is coming on higher level of being Brahmana. But even higher than this is when he becomes self-realized, when he becomes Vaishnava. So what is really prescribed for us? How do we achieve this? We have some way in which there is some kind of 2 ways. One way is Bhagavad Gita. This is the way, just pure devotional service. What we are doing, Shravanam, Kirtanam, and worshipping the Lord. And no, actually, this is Shravanam, Kirtanam, just listening about pastimes and being fully concentrated on